if you step back to the end of August, we saw the Hindenburg report coming out saying that there were misleading accounting practices. Then the next day, the stock plummeted after the company delayed its full year financials, saying they needed more time. Now you fast forward just under a month later, now we're seeing this report from the Wall Street Journal about a Justice Department probe. So it does seem like these issues that Hindenburg first pointed out and then with the delayed filing are continuing to percolate. If you keep in mind, the stock is down about 31% from the Hindenburg report. Shares didn't really move on the report itself, but when you see a filing delayed, you see reports potentially of the Justice Department looking into it. That's causing investors to pressure the stock again. Worst day since that those financials were delayed.
How are you thinking about reporting this forward? I mean, how do you move forward from this? Anytime Hindenburg publishes something that's kind of bearish, the DOJ starts to take a look at things?
I don't know if it would go that far, Scarlett, but he definitely has weight. He took down Nikola. We saw the reporting about Adani and the issues there. We've seen him call out the likes of Block. So he does have weight and is the most prominent short seller on Wall Street at this moment in time, an area that we're seeing short sellers increasingly pull back from their bearish reports. So it's something we definitely keep in mind, keep top of mind. And I do think when you look at the filing from Nate Anderson, again, about a month ago, then you see the company delaying their financials. Yeah. That was really what resonated with Wall Street. And then again, you see the government stepping in.
Here we have the current stock market update for Super Micro Computer Incorporated, stock ticker SMCI. Before we begin with today's chart analysis, if you find these educational materials to be helpful in your trading, please remember to click the like and subscribe buttons and leave your thoughts below in the comment section so that other traders will be able to find this information more easily on the platform. So here we are looking at the Supermicro computer price chart. This is a 2-hour price chart. So each candle on this price chart will represent a 2-hour trading period here. And what we can start to see here is a little bit of a recovery here following these prior lows that came in yesterday. Of course, there was news about this Department of Justice investigation that's going to be centered on Supermicro Computer. This is a very unfortunate event for anybody that is currently long this stock. These investors have had a tremendous amount of turmoil already in the last few weeks, and it has been a very volatile trading year for this stock. As we know, share prices rallied from just under $300 per share to over $1,200 per share in 2 months, and now we've fallen right back into that original territory here currently. So I think that it's important to keep a few things in mind here. There are some important allegations that are being centered on Supermicro Computer, but the people that are investing in this stock are not part of that equation. These are just people at the moment that are just losing money on their positions, and they don't have anything to do with, the possible wrongdoings that might have been, conducted at this company. So it is a very unfortunate event that people are, caught in this position with this stock because it has been an extremely volatile ride. So we do just sort of need to keep that in mind when we make comments about this stock. Some of the accusations that get made here can be a bit extreme. We just need to keep in mind that there are people with real money on the line here, and they're not part of this equation. So, as things currently stand here, we have started to see a little bit of a bounce. This near-term low comes in at 382.32, and this is important because what this does mean is that we have now broken below those prior lows slightly, not by much, coming in at 382.88. So, as things currently stand here, I have this mislabeled here. The actual price low, there was a new price low. It's 373.10. So I need to adjust this here. 373.10 is the current price low. That was the prior price low, was 382. So we have seen a more clear break to the downside here relative to those 382 lows that were seen previously. And this is a bearish event now because what we have done is now erode support in that area. But there are some interesting developments here on this price chart that I do think that people should be taking note of. One is the fact that we are starting to see a bit of a bounce here, which is encouraging for anybody that is currently long this stock. But in addition to this, the indicator reading here is quite interesting. So, this is the 2-hour time frame. This is not a short-term time frame. And what we're starting to see here is the development of a bullish divergence in share price action. So as we can see here, the indicator reading in the relative strength index is now posting higher lows, while the share price itself is not. the share price itself is posting lower lows. So when this type of event occurs, we side with the indicator reading itself, because this can work as a a positive, as a leading indicator here for share prices. So we are starting to already see a bit of a bounce here. So it's not totally surprising, because what we have started to develop at this point is a bullish divergence condition on this relative strength index reading. Now, it's not totally surprising to see an event like that when you're dealing with dramatic, kind of surprising, share price declines like this. And this really did come out of nowhere. I mean, if we sort of, drill into this price chart a bit here, sort of look at it a bit more closely, we can see that things were actually starting to stabilize here. We really were seeing share prices move forward in sort of a stair-step fashion, where support levels were being created at higher and higher levels. So it really was starting to look as though we were going to have a chance, at least, at refilling this prior price gap that was created in the aftermath of the original Hindenburg report. People were starting to dismiss that. I mean, we have to understand that that's their job. Their job specifically is to short sell stocks. They release reports, and then they enter into positions at the same time. So they're expecting these reports to sort of gain traction and send share prices lower. I mean, these types of things can have an effect on the market, and this is what we saw with this stock. So the market was starting to sort of adjust to this and take all of this into consideration, because this is their job. I mean, look up what the word Hindenburg means. It's that falling aircraft that's falling out of the sky, and it's on fire. That's their job. That's the metaphor. They're saying that a stock is this aircraft that's on fire, and it's falling out of the sky and ready to drop. Look up the word Hindenburg. And this is their job, and the market was starting to sort of take this into account and sort of move past this. But now that we're seeing this new development from the Department of Justice, we really don't know where this is going at the moment. So there is a lot of uncertainty as things currently stand here. But the real question is how much farther share prices can really fall at this point. We're already starting to see some evidence of a bounce here, and this near-term support zone currently comes in at 373, and this is the major level now to watch to the downside, because if we do see a further break there in the downward direction, in the bearish direction, it could start to erode the reading on the relative strength index. So this is something that we're going to need to be watching very closely here going forward. I might do an update by the end of the day today to see how share prices actually close, because that will be critical as well. And then we do need to be following this stock very closely, because as I said, there are people with real money on the line, and there, even if there were manipulative accounting practices at Hindenburg, it is not the fault of investors, and there are people with real money on the line here, and this is not something that could have been known. This is sort of news-based information that sort of comes out later. You can't even just read an earnings report and see something like this. So there are real issues, and we will continue covering this stock here going forward. So here's the current market update for Super Micro Computer Incorporated, stock ticker SMCI. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market. Lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership, and start trading stocks with the pros.